As we come to the end of the book of Judges, we find some truly horrifying stories. Not what you would normally think of as morning devotional inspiration. But there's two important things to notice, the beginning and the end. Judges 19 verse 1 says, "In those days, when there was no king in Israel, a certain Levite was sojourning in the remote parts of the hill country." Notice it starts off by saying there was no king. Then we read on through the rest of the story, a story of murder, a story of truly horrific proportions. And we come down to the end, and it says in verse 25 of chapter 21, "In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did what was right in his own eyes." You see, the point of these stories is not that this was God's will for his people, but that when we as human beings are left to our own devices, well, things go wrong. God does not want you and I living the horrific stories that we find here in the book of Judges. He has a better plan for our lives. That plan was not for Israel to have a king, but that plan was for Israel to follow their king in heaven. You see, if you and I will follow our king in heaven, he has a plan for our lives that will truly be amazing and wonderful. Jesus comes and says, "I have come that you may have life, and that life more abundantly." So today, follow God's plan for your life. Don't just do whatever is right in your own eyes, but follow him and experience his abundant life.